Hello, babes, dudes, and non-binary ghouls. Welcome back to Babes, Banshees, and Ghouls. Today we are going to talk about more of our ghost stories. Then we'll read, if we have them, read a ghost submission sent in by you guys. Hopefully. Sent in to us in our email. If you want to email us a ghost story, Karen story, both, or Ghostly Karen if you can figure that one out.
Poltergeist with extra steps.
Or extra sass.
Extra sass.
The sassiest.
The poltergeists are always... First off,
they're always the sassiest.
You don't pay enough bills in this house to be rearranging my furniture and breaking dishes.
Yes.
Like, if you gonna be haunting me, that's fine. Whatever, you can stay. Don't break my stuff because you ain't paying no bills, and don't be turning lights on and off. Do you know how expensive electric is? Exactly. I know how expensive electric is.
Exactly.
No, I don't. Kyle pays that bill. I just go, here's my chunk.
Okay, here, take my money.
Here's my money. Figure it out.
Yay.
Hey, at least one of us knows how to budget. I'm over here like, I don't know, here, take it.
It's like having money.
I was able to budget for me and a dog. That's not hard. But now...
It's you, 2 dogs, and like 5 boys?
It's me, Kyle, Tony, the boys. So there's 3 boys. Zelda and Ozzy, which are the dogs. And then Omelette, Zuko, and Stripes. So we have an 11-body household. 12 if you count the fact that my dad just...
drops in randomly.
Appears.
And then me.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, but I'm welcome here.
Yeah, I mean, you have an open door policy. And I'm not saying my dad's unwelcome. It's just... First off, you come to my house, and then you get mad because my furniture is not placed in a convenient way for you.
Yeah.
Or you get mad at the fact that my house has stairs. I can't control that. The house is 100 years old.
Exactly.
It's probably haunted. I'm 90% sure it's haunted.
Yeah.
90%.
Probably.
Which, fun fact, if you're a landlord, maybe disclose if somebody had died in the house before they move in. Because, did I tell you about that? So, apparently, the original owner of the house, the one who had owned it for the past 40 years, because the house has been in the same family's name the entire time it has been built. But, so one of the original owners who had lived here for the last 40 years, about 10 years ago, his wife died in the house.
Oh, wow.
Nobody knows what room. No one knows what room the wife died in the house. 2 years ago. 2 years. 2 years ago. The dude, the husband, he died in the house. And nobody knew for a month in August. No one knew for a month in August that there was a dead person in the house.
And August is like the hottest time of the year.
Yeah. We get 2 months of heat. And August is the main one.
Exactly.
And nobody disclosed that. I mean, the house has been mostly remodeled. A lot of it was done in the basement, which, by the way, we have 3 confirmed false walls, because how is it that a wall that had gotten a tack put through it has sunlight on the other side?
Oh,
gosh. But of course, we have TikTok, so we know that people find hidden rooms in their house and find cool stuff, so we're over here like, is there cool stuff?
I mean, we
but like
the laundry chute.
I'm a renter. Well, and the way that the laundry chute's set up is, so like when you go into the bathroom, it's like right next to the toilet. Like you can't even open the door all the way to the laundry chute because it hits the toilet. So it doesn't open all the way. But it opens enough to get a good chunk of clothes in there. So like I'm not going to complain too much. So it opens about 1.5 feet.
About, yeah.
Yeah, about 1.5 feet. Women inches, not men inches. We know that there's a severe difference there.
Oh, big time.
I am a woman. I have been lied to.
Fun fact.
But the other part of it is our bedroom.
Fun fact. Did you know that 3 inches can make a woman happy? It's called the credit card.
I was gonna go with a Snickers.
That too.
You know those
fun size Snickers.
Because if I get the full size one, my teeth is hurt.
True.
Which is stupid, because I love a good Snickers. My teeth, on the other hand, go, hey, you should chill out on the sweets.
No, I want my sweets. I'm a sweet gal. I need my sweets.
Right? But yeah, nobody disclosed to us that somebody had died in the house.
2 people, actually.
Yeah, 2 people that we know of.
A wife and a husband.
Yeah. And I will say, like,
That you know of.
that it was. But
I know that for you.
it does have, like, a warm energy coming into the house.
It does. It
Because
honestly does.
she actually came with me on, like, once we had gotten the keys, to actually go through, check everything out, get all the paperwork filled out, make sure if there's any, like, damages or anything else like that, we get that recorded, so that way we don't get blamed for it for deposit.
Plus witness.
Yeah.
Always helps.
Exactly. And so she came through, and that was one of the first things you said was like, wow, it just feels like a warm hug in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can definitely
like,
tell.
The second I walked through the door, it's like I could feel the good energy and the good presence. Like, it was welcoming.
Yes. And, well, it's kind of like the house missed having a family in it.
Yeah, it missed having a presence in the house.
Yes.
So it's like the second you walked in, it's like you could feel them going, oh, you're here.
Exactly. Because like, we have an open door policy with most of our friends. Like, just come in.
It's like, let us know you're on your way first.
Yeah.
So we're going to make sure we have pants on.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, it's hot. And pants are hot.
Yes. And honestly, I mean, not that I haven't seen your butt before, but it's like walk in and see your bare butt. Like, whoa, my bad.
Hold on, I'm sorry. And it's the panic dress and, you know.
All of that stuff. Try not to fall flat on your face.
Right.
Trying to put your pants back on.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, and that's where, like, I love the fuck out of this house. But I'm also like, how do you not?
How do you not disclose that to anybody?
And we still don't know which rooms, but what I gathered from the neighbors is the room that Kyla and I chose is the room that they were also in as well.
Okay, so that might have been their bedroom too.
Yeah, so I'm like, that would make sense.
Yeah, that would.
Anyway, now that we're done with that tangent.
With that little tangent. Pretty much anything you feel like.
Yeah.
Ask us questions.
Had a bad day at work, vent about it. We'll talk about it here. But like,
yeah. We'll banter back and forth about it, you know, and try and make your day better over it.
We'll talk smack on them for you.
Yeah.
We're not employed at your job, and we won't name drop you. So
no,
we don't work there. I'll be mean.
We'll be mean. We'll totally be mean for you.
Oh yeah.
We'll yell at them for you, even though we don't work there.
That's why we get to yell at them for you.
Yes.
Because we don't work there.
Yes. So if you would like to send us any one of those, you can go ahead and send it to us in our email at babesandbanshees@gmail.com. babesandbandshees@gmail.com.
Sometimes I feel bad about how long our podcast name is, just because when we're spelling it out, it's like, come on, we got this. Dyslexia, don't get me now.
Right, and then dyslexia kicks in, and you're like, trying to get it out.
Pretty much. But we also do have other good news. So we have our Facebook page up and running, our Instagram page up and running, and
TikTok.
Oh yes, we do also have our TikTok page up and running as well.
I just need to get stuff posted onto it, so please be patient with me.
The other exciting part though, we got our Spotify up and running. Yes. It is available for video and audio, and so we got that all up and going. I did get all of our previous episodes leading up to this point put on there, so this episode will also be appearing on there. So that way that is available. But yeah, we've got all of our platforms all set up and primed and ready to go. So that way we're actually able to, like, we have that larger outreach. So honestly, if the email gets a little bit tedious, we do also have those other platforms as well.
And we also have comments up and running too, so you can always leave us in the comments too.
Yes, we do also have comments up and running on YouTube and Spotify.
Yes.
Facebook has to go through admin approval, but oh no, both of the admins are in this room, and every time we get any sort of interaction, we're like, oh my god, a thing happened!
It's like, oh my god, did you see this? No, I haven't seen it yet. Hold on.
Right? Yes, and send screenshots back and forth.
When I told her that we got our first ever comment on one of our videos, she's like, what? Oh, I love that. So I screenshotted it and sent it to her, and she's like, oh my god, I love that. So
Yes.
thank you for our first comment on, I think, our third video that we posted.
Well, to be fair, our comments weren't up and running up until our third video. Second or third video.
Third.
Yes.
So I had to put it onto the first two.
Yes.
But
oh yeah, because
I didn't figure it out until our third episode.
Yes. So, which is funny because so the funny part that kind of throws me off with editing is the first episode we ever did was completely destroyed. I wasn't able to salvage any audio from it because our mics weren't recording. The video got corrupted halfway through. So I just was like, you know what? It's a wash. We're throwing it down. We don't need it. Never mind. Throw it to the ground. Whatever. So the second episode we ever recorded is the first one we posted. Now my labeling is so all of my labeling for our videos to edit as we go through is always one ahead of the one that we're actually on.
Yes.
So that's where it throws me off because I'm like, is it our third, fourth? Which video are we on? Because
what number are we on? How many do we have? Then I have to go through our YouTube channel just so I can find which one we're on, and it's like, we're on this one.
We're doing these ones.
This is the number.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's where I should maybe work on my labeling a little bit better.
So this will make episode 6.
We're on episode 6. But also, speaking of interaction, I do want to give an absolutely massive shout out to Miss Arlene. She has been our #1 supporter from day one.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, because like every video she has liked, she has commented once we started getting comments.
Yes.
She helps share all of the posts, everything else like that. Like it has meant so much, that love and support that we get, and it's so exciting because she's been there from day one.
Yeah.
So that means the world to us.
The deep dive.
Yes, because I know that you had hinted at it.
In the last episode, that it was, my last deep dive that I did was super long, so I cut it into 2, and then I'm just going to finish off that deep dive from our last episode, because it pretty much like explains everything else from the movie.
Yeah, because I know that you were discussing how it was in different parts of like the book part, the movie part, and just kind of like
what actually happened versus what they did in the Disney version.
Yes.
So, funny story.
Yes.
While I was at work today, I was sitting there just counting down the time so I can, it's like, gotta get the food, gotta go record, and as soon as I said record, the guy I had in the van was like, record what? And I'm like, oh, I realized that came out wrong. I didn't put record or podcast, I just put, I gotta go record with my friend.
Yeah.
So
that
really
sounds...
It puts up thousands of other, and I'm like, I guess I need to word that better. So I told him about the podcast, and I told him about my deep dives of, kids' cartoons, TV shows, and stuff like that. And then I told him that they are, like, the ones that I have done so far have been dark.
Yes.
And he's like, oh, and I was like, well, hopefully this ain't gonna ruin it for you. And then I told him about the whole Sleeping Beauty thing, and he was like, oh. I was like, yeah, so.
You asked.
It's like, you asked. I mean, I'm sorry. And, so I kind of told him, what happened in the original story, and then what they did in the movie, and everything, and then I tried explaining Rugrats, but apparently he didn't know. Are you okay?
I thought I had another clippy here, and my hair is overstimulating, but we're good.
I was gonna say, one of them is holding up our Cannibal Corpse, and mine's holding up the Death Note.
But also my hair's in that stupid phase where I had to lop off a good chunk of it because one of us fell asleep with bleach in their hair. So I went from hair that was here to hair that is here. Well, I mean, to be fair, this was in January, so we've got a lot of growth. Because I had gotten it all cut up with even with my eyebrows, so we got about that since January, and it is
July.
It is July. The month of July.
It is July.
Oh my god, graveyards.
Right? Anyway. So yeah, I kind of ruined Sleeping Beauty for him. Because I told him what actually happened.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was not happy about it. So I was like, okay, well, you win. But also, my heart broke the other day.
Yes.
When I found out the man, the myth, the legend, can we even call him the Prince of Darkness anymore? He became the fucking king this night.
Oh, yeah.
The Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, passed away.
Yeah, I had been seeing that all over the place, and I, of course, let my dad know, because I am his main media outlet.
Yeah.
But, no, that was also very devastating news, but also very hard to communicate in our household. Because, so Tony, his dog is named Ozzy. So he woke up, came upstairs, and we're like, hey, did you hear the news that Ozzy died? And he's staring at us, and then his dog comes out, and we're like, no, not Ozzy.
I'm sure he was having a panic attack.
It's a brief panic, and we're like, no, if Ozzy did actually die, we would be very gentle with you about Oz and Walden.
Yeah,
but no.
You'd probably be crying yourself because you have become attached to Oz and Walden. He's a big baby. He is a baby.
He's just a sentient squishmallow.
Yes.
And honestly, if they weren't so, I wouldn't mind having him hang out with us, because, Zuko did fine.
Yeah, he hung out underneath and then hung out in the...
Is he here today?
Nope. I love how we both...
What? Well, because...
last time he was underneath our desk.
Well, the cat's a teratoma, so wherever I am, he's no more than, 10 feet from me.
That is true.
Because most of the time, when we're recording, he's either under the desk or in the living room-ish, or the stairwell. He's kind of
he's
very
nearby.
Yeah, he's very close by each time we record, because God forbid we're away from Mom. So that also tells me that the food bowl has recently been filled and he needs to nap right next to it, or the water bowl has been filled and he needs to nap right next to it.
Honestly, that's fair. But the part that breaks my heart the most is his song, Mama, I'm Coming Home.
Yeah, that was...
Did you hear when he sang it live at that concert?
I did, yeah.
How
it was
rappy his voice was.
Well, and it was just so filled with heart and soul.
And everybody was crying. I
knew.
started to cry because here's the worst part. I played that song at my mom's wake.
Yeah, and
So that's why it killed me, was because I played that song at my mom's wake, because every time she heard that song, she was like, not today, but sometime soon, I will be coming home too.
Yeah.
So it's it broke my heart.
Yeah.
And then when I played it, I lost it.
That's how I am with Fleetwood Mac's Landslide.
That was your mom's favorite song.
Because that was Mom's favorite song. We played it at her funeral, and she played it all the time. And she was like, well, things always change. And so
that song, to be honest, but it's at the same time, at her funeral, I was like, I hate this song, but I'm doing it out of love and respect for you, because I became friends with your mom and dad. So I was there for emotional support.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then you, of course, couldn't be my emotional support because your boss was a dick.
Yeah, she was nice enough to be able to come to my mother's funeral. # Dead Moms Club. This club sucks. But
time to be. I did have my husband, so and my sisters,
which was nice. But yeah, I wasn't able to get any time off to be able to actually go and do any of that, which was
with me too.
Which sucked too, I was texting you the whole time of hey, I'm here digitally.
It's I may not be here physically, but I'm here with you digitally and spiritually. So please feel my love and my presence. And then think it was like right after the wake I came over, because about the time the wake was over, I just took my mom's husband home, or widow in this case.
Yeah.
I just took him home, and then I came over to your house and got like the biggest hug from you, and then went home and cried myself to sleep.
Yeah, which I don't blame you at all. And honestly, I think the other part that also breaks my heart, because, you know, people say, like, daddy's girls and stuff like that. Like, no, I'm a husband girl. And you are as well. So, like, my thought process is like, you know damn good and well Sharon was a husband's girl. Mm-hmm. And anything happens, husband. And so, my heart goes out to her. And, you know, like, I couldn't imagine losing my partner. And, like,
yeah.
So that's one of those of, like, mm-hmm. And so, yeah, my heart definitely does go out to her and the Osborne family, because I do know that that's...
Honestly, I mean, she fought Ozzy for the longest time because he wanted to stand up on that stage.
Yeah.
He wanted to stand, but she knew he couldn't.
Yeah. So at least they came up with a happy medium, though.
She came up with a deal with him. She's like, I will let you do this concert, but you're going to be strapped in that chair. Yeah. And honestly, the way that they made that chair look,
yeah,
was, but it had the bat wings on it.
Yeah.
So honestly, that was amazing. Then, excuse me, scrolling on TikTok, I forgot that he did cameos in movies.
Oh yeah, he did so many cameos.
I kind of forgot
in
about
movies and video games.
Yeah.
Because he also did cameos in World of Warcraft.
Oh, yeah.
There was also another one. You defeat demons by playing rock and roll, and he's essentially the guide.
Okay.
But it was an Xbox 360 game. Oh no, wait, it was an Xbox original game. Not even Xbox 360. Because it came out shortly before Rock Band did, I do believe. I can't remember what it was. But no, he did a lot of cameos and was just like side questing.
Mm-hmm. Well, the one that I found the funniest was the fact that he was in Little Nicky.
Oh yeah, and that one was great.
I forgot about that. That he was in Little Nicky. And,
yeah.
They had an animated bat where he bit off the head.
Yeah.
And come to find out that was a real bat.
Yeah.
Not a toy bat, like people thought.
Yeah, no, it was
a real bat.
That was a thing. He also snorted fire ants too.
Yep. But after he bit off the head of the bat, he did his show and then was immediately rushed to the hospital to make sure he didn't have rabies.
Yeah, that's fair. He didn't have rabies. He didn't have rabies.
Yeah, he did not. But he was in a lot of shows.
Because wasn't he in Austin Powers as well? Yep. One of the Austin Powers movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did so much stuff.
Mhm. So he was in Romeo and Juliet. He was also in Austin Powers and Goldmember.
Oh, of course it's Goldmember because
it was when they were talking about the satellite that looked like boobs.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. And then
that is a list. Lil Nicky.
Lil Nicky, and then South Park.
Shout out to South Park.
Right, I love South Park. Especially the creators. They are fucking hilarious. He was in a lot of TV shows and movies, plus, you know, of course, his own TV shows and movies.
I wonder if it might be time for me to update our fever dream bathroom. Because right now our shower curtain is Saint Snoop. He watches over every poop. Because our shower curtain is Snoop Dogg looking like a saint. So he's Saint Snoop. He watches over every poop. But, you know, we could always I could definitely find a Saint Oz.
Yes, honestly. But, no, when I heard him sing Mama, I'm Coming Home, like, I could just feel the pain.
Yeah.
And then I remembered that I also played that song for my mom.
Yeah.
Her weight. So I was like.
Well, and he has a special place for
all of us.
Oh yeah. Because
and I know I'm not the only one, because it's like, you know, I mean, if you look at that stadium or that.
Oh yeah. then it was.
And you could just see everybody did not have a dry eye, including Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh yeah. Well, Ozzy was my introduction into metal music via my dad, and so me and my dad would listen to Ozzy on road trips. Because my mom listened to a lot of country and Stevie Nicks and stuff.
Oh, I love Stevie.
But my dad was definitely a metalhead.
Yes.
Like his tops were Ozzy, Alice Cooper, and Whitesnake. Yeah.
Your funny story behind Alice Cooper?
You know, I want to be surprised at any story I hear, but then somehow I'm always never surprised.
So one of the gals that I worked with, I'm not going to name drop her, but one of the gals that I worked with had no clue who Alice Cooper was, first off, and second off, thought Alice Cooper was a woman.
Oh!
I had to educate this person on who Alice Cooper was and the fact that he was not a woman.
How have you lived that long on Earth without knowing who Alice
She
Cooper
likes his music,
Yeah.
but she didn't know that Alice Cooper was a guy.
Yeah.
It's like, how?
But host.
How?
I mean, I know he wears eyeliner and has longish hair, but like...
Oh no, he has like the big, like, his eyes are completely black.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think I still have a picture.
I'll just insert a picture with editing.
Right?
Because now I've figured out how to do that. Because if you watch our last video, I have put in a QR code and everything else like that for our friend who is helping us get our music all set up. Yeah, because he does the whole, yeah.
He does it like all black and then he does like lines.
Yeah.
But that's him live in concert.
Yeah.
With him being as old as he is, he still looks good.
Oh, yeah. Still looks good.
Honestly, Alice.
Okay, so I have a question. I have a question that I have never understood.
Okay.
Because I have worn leather pants before. How do they not have swamp-dwelling creatures living all in them crevices, but also the chafing? Because, like, I've tried baby powder. Because, like, I had a pair of skinny jeans. I loved them. And they were leather and hot pink, and I thought I was the coolest freshman in the world. So, leather, hot pink, and every time the level of sweat, like, how... The sweat and the chafing, because like I did the baby powder, I did the extra lotioning, I did the stuff and the things to be less chafed, and I had to. Oh god, I got so stiff. But like, I don't understand. So I don't understand how you could get away with. Like, how do you wear those longer than 30 minutes? Because, like, I would go to class in it, and I'd be like, okay, after this class ends, I'm going to go home and change my pants. And then debatably come back.
Honestly, that's fair. And honestly, I don't know how they can wear those, let alone on stage. Running back and forth or moving all the time without getting, like, swamp ass.
Oh, yeah.
But it's, like, at the same time, if you've noticed, like, everybody has, like, their own... not really ritual, but like their own way to prep for their concerts.
I guess that would make sense because we also kind of go through a system of what we do to prep to be able to go through the podcast and stuff like that. Because a lot of it is just like discussing of like, here, let me catch you up on this gossip here.
Honestly, yeah. But it's like at the same time, it's like, and see, and I even had leather pants too.
Yeah.
But I've never had that problem. Even with working in hot places.
Oh, dude, I get so hot in leather pants. That's why we go with workout leggings. But then again, so for work I have to wear jeans. Oh, I haven't worn jeans since I was like 13, 14 years old. I am now in my 30s.
Right, and see, and I just went through my closet, and I found so many pairs of jean pants that I don't wear that I bought for work that I don't wear anymore.
Yeah, and you know what? I might snag some of them from you, because, like, I got the 2 pairs.
Who's this for? Oversized.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot, you are just tiny! Why are you built like this?
But I'm built different.
She went to the store with me to try and figure out what size jeans I was. And I am now a smaller size jeans than I was last time I wore jeans, because last time I wore jeans I was a size 12. I am now a size 8.
But they're kind of stretchy, so they might fit.
Oh, that's
But
fair.
I forgot, you got a bigger butt than me.
I got a lot of curves.
I'll bring over a pair next time we record. I'll bring over a pair to try on, see if they fit.
But I'm also
like 3 pairs.
actively losing weight as well. And I know that this is going to make sense to you. It might make sense to some of our viewers as well. So when you go through a significant loss, you kind of go through a fog for a little while. And I unfortunately was in a fog for a very long time.
Almost a year.
Yeah, a little over a year, honestly.
Actually, yeah,
Because
for 1 year anniversary when you finally came out of your fog.
yeah, so like I was just going through the motions and things like that.
And then there's your supportive friend just sitting there from TikTok.
Right?
Super distracted. Here's a TikTok.
It was so weird because like one day I woke up and I was like, okay, well, so we gotta color the hair and actually start taking care of that. We're gonna start changing our eating habits back to where you liked it before, because I inherently I do enjoy working out and I do enjoy eating healthy and things like that. Like these are things that I enjoy doing, and then I had just stopped doing that for an entire year. And I wasn't prepared for the level of weight gain that would bring.
Because stress does that, because honestly I think it's kind of the opposite for me, because I went from being, and I'm going to throw my weight out there, yes, I used to be 140 pounds.
I
weighed myself a couple weeks ago, almost a month ago. I'm down to 126.
Oh no shit. Yeah, because I know, well, and especially because I don't know if you have this issue, but one of the issues that I have is I eat my feelings. I eat my feelings and I eat my emotions, which causes me to binge eat.
There's days that I will do that, and then there's days where I won't even eat it at all.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
And well, and I had looked into that, and apparently that is an ED. So
I do know that I have an eating disorder.
Yeah. But so the thing is like I never really thought about it.
So if you eat your feelings and overeat, then you know that is a form of an eating disorder. Or if you eat or don't eat at all, that's another form of an eating disorder. And I kind of bounce back and forth between the two. It's like there's days where I'll eat like I'm starving.
Yeah.
All day. And then there's other days where it's like I'm not, like nothing sounds good, like everything just sounds gross.
Yeah. And that's where I'm like, you know
my
what?
favorite foods sounds gross.
Yeah. And so that's where I'm trying to be more conscious of, like, when I get that urge to just keep eating and eating and eating and eating and eating, I've been choosing healthier choices and making it smaller portions, but also I'll give myself a reward. Because obviously I'm food motivated. I went from chin to chins, plural. So
Fair. I mean, I'm also food motivated too, but only with certain foods.
That's fair.
And we're not going to say those foods because. Hello? Who'd the other day?
I wonder if it's just Josh.
Yeah, he might be.
But
Anyway.
yeah, like I've started doing like I'll make cucumber salads.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can't have but then I'll also get like sugar snap peas and imitation crab.
But here's the funny thing.
Yes.
I'm allergic to cucumber, but I'm not allergic to pickles. Make that make sense.
I know. Maybe the vinegar kills off certain aspects of it.
I mean, that is true.
But then again, I am probably the only female on this planet who's like, I don't like pickles.
Actually, you're not the only one.
Okay.
You're not the only one. I've met a few that don't like pickles.
Yeah, I don't like relish, sauerkraut, pickles, but pickled jalapenos.
Oh.
Or I could go for a good pickled hard-boiled egg, but that's an every now and then thing, and I think that's just something I acquired when I was still early bartending, because when you're bartending, when you don't have any food, sometimes bar snacks become quite delectable.
I mean, my go-to working at the bar was the peanuts or the jerky.
Yeah, I would either go
Or
through
countries.
the jerky, or depending on which, because every bar has the jerky.
Oh, yeah. Or the
But,
nuts.
um,
Have the meat and I have the nuts.
yeah. And then there was also, like, of course, like, pickled eggs or pickles, pig ear. Well, yeah, those ones I could never bring myself to do a pickled pig ear. But I would do...
Pickled pig's foot.
How was that?
It honestly wasn't bad until it broke me out in hives.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely ruin an experience.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of hauntings, the hives that always appear.
Yeah. So, found out early about that. I think you remember this person. One of my older sister's close friends that starts with an M.
I think so.
Anyway, she would always take us to church.
Yeah.
And they were doing a New Year's Eve thing at the church that she would go to.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, well, we asked permission, of course, and the parents gave us permission and everything. Hello. The parents gave us permission, as long as we were safe and careful and everything, and if we needed them to call.
Yeah.
Because the second you walk in, you can't walk out, because they lock the door.
Which is
Fair.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you want to leave, they will let you leave.
Yeah.
Like, they're not holding you there hostage.
Like, you're not hostage, but...
Yeah, but for your safety, they lock the doors.
And that makes sense also for, like, disturbances and stuff like that of people constantly going in and out and things like that. Like, that can definitely cause interruptions, and I see where... Yeah.
So, well, they had a food eating challenge.
Oh, no.
Who got entered into that? This scrawny bitch.
I want to know how you've always been able to put away so much food.
Fast metabolism.
That's fair.
Apparently granted it's kind of slowed down a little bit, but I still have a fast metabolism. But they had a food eating contest. Guess who won?
Beep, beep.
This bitch. Other than the pickled pig's foot. That was the only issue I had.
And since it broke you out in hives, I could definitely see where that would be,
I still competed.
Yeah, you still did it.
I still did it, and I won first place because I was the first one to finish everything. I was first of everything. Even with trying to drink, it was like I want to say a soda, but it was carbonated.
Backflip it.
It was a carbonated drink out of a sippy cup.
Oh, okay.
And it didn't have the hole in the top like all of the new
So
ones
you're just
do.
like...
Trying to suck it.
Yeah. I should have... Retrospect. Wrong sound, wrong motion. My bad.
But you couldn't use your hands. Somebody had to hold the cup for you.
So you're just...
So my hands were behind my back.
You know what? We shouldn't recreate those motions. I know what shirt I'm wearing today. I shouldn't be recreating these motions.
I missed.
Oh, you missed the slot. Oh my god, there's a hair. Get out of there. No one invited you to this party.
Anyway, so my hands were behind my back. The friend was holding the sippy cup for me. And I'm just trying to chug this drink out of this freaking cup. And I'm like, and I kind of gave her that look, and she pulled it out. Because I didn't have hands. She pulled it out, let air come in, and freaking I just slammed the rest.
Yeah.
How did you do that? I didn't burp once, like nothing. And they're like, how did you do that? And I'm like, you're talking to a kid who can slam sodas and not burp for a while.
But it also, that's one of the things that I absolutely loved when we were bartending together. So, like, if we worked together that day, me and her would cheers liquid ices. So, like, we would cheer. Tony's just throwing middle fingers around the corner, just...
He's trying to... I'm waiting for it to come around the corner for the staircase next.
Right.
Anyway.
But we would cheer liquid ices, and then we would shotgun them.
Oh, God.
And then every single time we would shotgun a liquid ice, which, by the way, if you don't know a liquid ice, it is a more intense version of a Red Bull, and you can only get them at bars. They are non-alcoholic, but they are an energy drink. Oh, are they available more places now?
I have managed to find one at the Kelly store, I believe, in Rock Springs, over by...
But that's also a liquor store.
Kind of.
That's right. But, yeah, most of the places that sell liquor will sell liquid ices. Which makes me bummed that my store does not sell liquid ices.
Honestly, though, that would be nice.
Dude, I love a good liquid ice.
But see, the funny part is we wouldn't just do one. We would do like 2 or 3 at a time, and everybody's just staring at us like...
Are you
Oh, yeah.
okay?
Because,
We also got challenged too, as well.
Because, was it you or me who had the bottle opener that also had the sharp end on it?
I believe
You.
Yeah, because it was the bottle opener and it had a sharp end. So, stab, stab, shotgun. And then we'd kind of, alright, let's go. Grab another one and just go. And then after that, that's where, like, okay, we can handle pool leagues now.
Oh, yeah.
People would just, like...
The pool leaguers and everybody's just staring at us like, are you girls okay?
No, we're tired and haven't slept in 3 days.
And it's like, we're trying to make sure we have enough energy to deal with all of you guys. So,
And if I have to cook one more French dip.
honestly, no.
But I also do
Maybe
kind
have
of...
a lunch date and just go and have lunch there.
I wonder if John would, if we went in, if we were like, hey, can we make our own food, please?
Right? It's like, be like,
We know what we like, please.
Yeah, it's
Step aside. We live here.
it's like, plus we know where everything's at.
We
That
don't-
would probably love us.
Yeah, because he likes us.
True.
I don't know why. We're not friendly.
Nope.
I think that's why. Because we are not friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, someone would slight him and it's like, no, that's Grandpa John. You leave Grandpa John alone. We were forcefully adopted and we are his meanest children.
Yes, don't even his, well, one. Yeah. So say, even he wouldn't fuck with us.
No. He did once, and then I let him lay there bleeding, and he's like, are you going to help me? And I'm like, no. Say you're sorry.
Yeah.
You came in.
Apologize, maybe?
But it's like, you came in being a dick. I'm not.
I'm gonna help you.
No. And especially because he came in already hammered, got mad that I wouldn't serve him, like, could hardly walk drunk, and then fell and bounced his face off the kegs, and I was like, dude, go home.
But also come to find out, around that time when he did that, he was also on a controlled substance. Because of the person that he was with as well.
Yeah, she was so delightful. Speaking of haunted workplaces and haunted things, so I have it was a conspiracy theory between me and my mom, because my dad never believed in ghosts.
Of course not.
But, like, I also do have a side note on my dad's paranormal story as well.
Okay.
But my parents' house wasn't necessarily, like, it was an older house, but it wasn't necessarily, like, old. It was built in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But there was always this very prominent, not good energy. So my parents went from getting along really well, having a 2-year-old daughter, freshly moving into this house, like, bought their first house, excitement, and everything else like that. I refused to sleep in my room. I would sleep everywhere else but the room because the closet terrified me.
Closet's still terrifying.
Oh yeah. Well, and then I also wouldn't set foot in my parents' closet because they had a walk-in closet, but it was more of like a hallway, and on either side were closed. And then at the end of the walk-in closet was a light. So it didn't even light up the whole thing. It just lit it up in a diagonal. And so like, we always got very off feelings about the closets and things like that in the household. And the main basement terrified me, but the bedroom in the basement didn't bother me, because their basement wasn't finished. So, about the time that I was like 5 or so, my parents' arguing had started getting worse, and like, I'm kind of seeing things in the house. Like, mom's constantly getting mad about cupboards and things like that being left open all the time. Like, her biggest pet peeve, and the thing is that me and my dad were closing cupboards. We always closed the cupboards. We never left it open. So something was opening all of the cupboards. And on multiple occasions, without fail, it had happened to me, it happened to Elisa, it happened to you,
Mm-hmm.
it happened to another former friend that I had, where if you were sitting, because the way that the living room was set up, there was a half bar, so there was a window that you could see into the kitchen with, but then a large walkway, but you couldn't see the back door, and then in the living room, you could see directly to the front door, because the front door walked right into the living room. And so you would hear the back door open, like someone was coming in from the outside, hear someone take the step to, because there was always a loud step that you always, like, you inevitably always had this step going into the kitchen, and it was a very loud, creaky step. So you would hear someone step onto that step, walk across the kitchen, walk across the living room, watch the front door open, hear the front screen door open, and both of them close. And this would happen like 1 to 2 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always when someone was there by themselves. So like if someone had gone downstairs and you were upstairs by yourself, that's when it would happen. Like, and it was just always these, like, it wasn't very consistent. Now, Mom would tell me about seeing a shadow walking around the house. And it was just a heavy negative energy. Now, by this point, I had moved down into the basement. So I went from living in the upstairs bedroom and I moved down into the basement. And I had my former friend over and we were wrestling, and she ended up throwing me off onto the bed, off of the bed. And I remember shooting up, looking towards because like the foot of my bed, a couple steps, and then the bedroom door, and I fell off to the side. And I had my TV in the corner of the room, so it was lighting up dimly because I had it on the Xbox home screen of the original Xbox.
Mm.
So sitting on that home screen, I got thrown off the bed, I shoot up, and I see this shadow just start like crawling Grudge style, but it's all black. It looks like if you were to put on a fitted sheet and do the Grudge crawl really fast.
Yeah.
So it starts hauling ass towards me, and right before it gets to me, I climb up onto the bed and I straight Scooby-Doo onto this girl. Like, I like climbed up on her. I was like, what in the, like, it gave me a visceral fear. And she said that she seen, like, it seemed like there was a solid object she couldn't see, but the shadow of it from the TV going across the bedroom towards me. So she had also Scooby-Dooed. Yeah, so we didn't end up sleeping that night. A week after that incident, my appendix burst.
Oh shit.
And that almost killed me. Well then, so my appendix burst, I move out, things like that.
Yeah.
So then, unfortunately, so then Mom was telling me, because I had come over to visit my mom and like discuss moving back in with her and stuff like that, because we were going through some stuff. So I was discussing moving it back in with her. Well, she was sleeping in her room and she starts screaming bloody murder. So of course I'm hauling ass upstairs.
Right.
So I haul ass upstairs. I go check on her, and like I sit her up in the bed, and she's like shaking, she's clammy, she's like very panicked because she watched this figure come, a shadow figure come out of her closet, drop down to the ground where she couldn't see it past the foot of the bed, get up onto the foot of the bed, like slow crawl, and then run up to her, but then it pinned her to the bed because she couldn't get out of the bed in time.
Sleep paralysis.
And then she said that it puked in her mouth. She couldn't get away. It was like putting this black stuff into her mouth. And that's when she screamed, and that's when I came up. A week after that is when she got sick.
I was gonna say,
'Cause they
So-
do that.
That's what, but it's a very similar experience to what I had had.
True.
Now, a week after that is when she got diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver and pancreatitis, and then her depression started spiraling even further down. Her mental health started spiraling. She stopped being able to, like, it fully got a hold of her where it just grazed me. And she passed, like, she actually started making an improvement when we had moved her from the house to the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
She had started making a small improvement.
but of course she decided to hang out with her own person. That's
Yeah.
what giving her stuff that she was supposed to have and was slowly killing her again.
Yeah, we did all of that work for it to just kind of crumble.
And
Now-
it was fun too.
Here is the other part where it gets a little bit more bleak. So, before we had moved my parents from the house to the trailer, my dad had had a massive stroke. But he had it in the middle of the night when everybody was sleeping. So, nobody knew he had had a stroke in the middle of the night, which made the symptoms of the stroke a lot more severe.
Wasn't he also driving home from the bar?
No, but it was his birthday, so I actually took him home that night.
Okay.
And he was fine when I took him home. He was just complaining of a headache.
That's kind of how it starts, is they complain of a headache.
Yeah.
Outside
But also, like, he complained, because he has high blood pressure, he got headaches a lot. So, like, him complaining of a headache was nothing new. So, he went to bed, and my dad was one of those of, he would be up at 7 o'clock on the dot every day. And by 7:10, he's out there brewing coffee.
Yep.
Now, this was very consistent. This was every day. So, for the past 40 years, you know.
Yeah. It was like his
Yeah.
mission to be up that early.
And he didn't
And
even
have-
set alarms. He was just there.
He was just up.
Yeah.
It was like,
I have to have an alarm if I'm going to be up that early.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
God,
to
no.
have
I am not a morning person. But, like,
Neither am I.
I naturally go to bed at about 2:30, 3 a.m.
Same.
And then I usually end up waking about 10:30, 11 o'clock. That's my
Usually.
natural circadian rhythm there.
Same.
But my dad was telling me when he had woken up from his coma that he was laying in bed. He had just taken some aspirin because he couldn't have anything else with his blood pressure.
Right.
So he was laying in bed. He looked towards the foot of the bed, seeing the shadow figure, and the shadow figure came up, grabbed him by his shirt, and ripped him off the bed. And then he woke up a month later in the hospital. And so he had had a massive stroke. So my mom and I's major conspiracy theory was that everyone who's seen the shadow figure in the household had something extreme happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
I had something extreme happen, but I was also the only one not touched.
Right. And see, and every time I went over, I never saw the shadow figure.
Yeah.
I mean, I would kind of see like a silhouette, but never the actual shadow figure.
Yeah, and because we're pretty sure that in my parents' old house, we're pretty sure that there was about 3 or 4.
There's probably demons in the
Yeah,
house, so
'cause-
that's probably why your appendix burst, she got sick, and he had a stroke.
yeah. And so my mom and I's conspiracy theory is the fact that that ghost was actually actively causing harm. Because, especially after I had moved out, they're arguing, girl, what?
I mean, I told him I'm not.
Hello.
I told him I'm not a morning person, so yeah.
I'm not a morning person. Let's keep making her work mornings. That makes sense. But
Yeah.
that's going to be our care and vent for the next one. But no, essentially, a lot of it was just the fact that, it felt a lot like because once they had moved out from that house into the trailer,
Everything got better for them.
yeah, like they stopped arguing as much, and
She was starting to get a little healthier.
yeah, he actually was starting to get better too, and he got better fast
He
because
did.
while they were at the house, he was wheelchair bound. He couldn't leave his wheelchair. He had a hard time getting around. He was really struggling with his cognitive memory. But then we moved him to the trailer. He was able to start driving again. He was able to walk around, kind of move himself around. He's still a little slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He had to have a walker and a cane.
Get him
yeah,
out.
and now he doesn't use either of them.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot
But
of the times he doesn't even get out of the car. People just
Yeah,
stuff to him.
pretty much, yeah.
Or if he catches me, he's like, hey, can you get me my smokes?
Right? Can you get my smokes for me?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and so it was definitely it was a darker energy that everybody lived with for about 25 years. So obviously nobody thought anything of it. But me and Mom definitely were like, something feels off, and Dad's like, it's just fine. It's fine. So my dad was the stereotypical horror movie dad. So that's, that's definitely one of those ones. But I did want to discuss of do you think that these ghosts could cause long-term physical harm without really ever?
I'm sure some
Like-
can.
Because honestly, it was a lot of mental harm as well.
Mm-hmm. Because if you look up sleep paralysis demons, that's pretty much what they do, is they drive you to the point to insanity, to where you either commit suicide or pass in your sleep.
Okay.
So-
Maybe that's one we should do a deep dive on is sleep paralysis demons. Kind of look into those a little bit, because
Yeah. Because it's like, I've watched shows and I've seen some people go through it to where it's like they're healthy one day and then like the next they look like miserable, like they've aged.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I think, yeah, we should have a deep dive on
that next time.
yeah, honestly, that's fair.
because, I mean, and it's almost like,
Bless you. Now never do it again.
try not to. It's almost like sleep paralysis.
no, that's
There we go.
Anyway, had a little interruption.
Today feels a lot less chaotic than normal. I feel like we have it a lot together,
Little
but we are not the ones who are the problem today.
It's your two roommates upstairs. Well,
my
Mother-in-law.
spouse and Tony,
they are just
they're on another
they're
level.
on one today.
So far we have gotten 4 backflips, multiple fingers. Which, by the way, backflips are where you put the middle finger while they're behind your back. So backflip. We've
Double
got middle
backflip.
fingers around the corner. We have gotten head pops. We've gotten goblin runs.
Mm-hmm.
We can hear them giggling and hooting and hollering. And you know what?
Honestly, they're just having a good day.
I'm here for it.
So honestly, we'll let them have their day.
Right?
Anyway, but no, that's from what I've seen and heard is that's what sleep paralysis demons do. And lucid dreaming. That's what I was trying to think of. Lucid dreaming is where you're dreaming, but you can feel everything.
Huh. And I've been seeing a lot of as you know, I do yoga and meditation and things like that. So I do yoga and the meditation. And lucid dreaming is something that they talk about frequently with those. And hey, open your mind for lucid dreaming, because if you open your third eye and let yourself relax and things like that, that's how you can start manifesting the things that you want to see in your future. The downfall is I have chronic night terrors.
Same.
So I'm like, yes, a lucid dreamer with night terrors. And then I'm like, oh no, am I manifesting the bad because I lucid dream and have night terrors?
Right.
Oh, I'm sitting on my shirt. Okay, there we go.
See, and
Shawl?
I've
Shawl?
Whatever that is.
I don't know. It makes me feel like a wizard, and I am feeling
Yo, wizard.
I'm a hairy. No, I shaved my legs. We are no longer a hairy wizard.
Okay.
We're just vibing today. We're in it for the
Honestly,
vibes.
Yes, because honestly today was, I mean, granted it was slow, but it was a good day.
No, that's fair. I got a pretty solid nap in. But also, so yesterday was so rough, because I got off work at 6 a.m. And then they had a meeting at noon.
Oh.
So, and then I was there from noon until 1:30.
I was gonna say, yeah, you were still messaging me. I'm like, why aren't you asleep?
And then we had to run a couple of errands. And then, I kind of, that half sleep where you're not really sleeping, but you're, kind of like putting your body on the shelf for storage.
Yes.
So that's kind of essentially what I was doing, where like I wasn't really sleeping, but I was just definitely So by the time that I actually did get up, about 7:30, 8ish, to start getting ready for work, like I dragged all day for work. And then it came time for like me to get off work, and so like I started hitting weird. My poor coworker.
Oh no.
Which, first off, she is a sassy woman. We love her. We stand a queen. I absolutely adore her.
Honestly, we love a sassy queen.
Oh, yeah. So she was just tolerating my shit so well because, like, I'm tired, so I'm making offhanded comments. One dude came up and I was like, alright, don't get kidnapped. Which, normally I say don't get kidnapped to my regulars. This guy's a stranger. So I was like, alright, bye, don't get kidnapped. And he's like, but what if I want to be? And I was like, then get PTO. I don't know what to tell you.
Apparently,
You were sassy this morning.
Dude, I also did the goblin dance. One of our vendors came in, and I was like, excuse you, you're late, turn around and fix it. And he's like, what? And I was like, I said,
fix it.
you're late.
So,
You know, I had been delightful all day. I don't know. I want to sit back. I don't, but if I sit back, there are no audio. It will not hear from here to here.
yeah,
But
we'll
I
figure that
don't.
out.
Fucking, I'm working it out. We're getting there.
Maybe I should have gotten the mics with the boom so we could have had it attached to it and just be on my back.
We'll upgrade later.
Yeah, eventually. We'll upgrade. Smells like toothpaste. Anyway.
Anyway.
So I did have a lucid dream one time.
Oh, how was it?
It was not a good experience.
Oh, what happened?
It is not YouTube friendly and I don't want it out
Oh, that's fair.
there. So let's just say I did not like it. But I have had it happen to me once, and I hope it don't happen again.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like your body does weird things when you sleep.
Yeah, like your body does weird things, but also I've noticed, because sleep is one of those, like, that is a whole thing that I would love to be able to dive into a little bit more. Because sleep is wild. Like, sleep can actually heal you and, like, things like that. Like, it is wild. Like, that is...
Speaking of dreams, we're getting off of that topic. I actually was talking to one of my railroaders. I just got down to the depot and I'm like, I got some time. I'm going to step out and smoke a cigarette. And I was picking on him because he sits just like you when you do your squat. He was sitting just like that. And of course I was picking on him, saying he looked like a little kid, blah, blah, blah. Then I told him about the podcast. Long story make it short, he told me that he was at first not a believer until he had something happen to him. Now he's 100% a believer.
Ooh.
So, the story that he told me, and I could... and I could see it happening.
Like his goosebumps
He
coming
had
up.
goosebumps.
Ooh.
So, the story that he told me was the hotel. He's asleep and everything, and then all of a sudden, the blanket gets ripped off of him.
Oh.
And there is a big, hairy, muscular railroader wearing flannel in his room, holding the blanket with a menacing smile and laugh. Ha 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 ha. So of course he thinks it's a dream, but wakes up because all of a sudden, blankets getting ripped off him.
Yeah.
And he sees this person and goes to kick him.
Yeah.
Ends up putting a hole in the wall because his foot went right through it.
Oh my god.
So, and of course, as he was telling me this, instant goosebumps.
Yeah.
And I could see the goosebumps. Instant goosebumps.
Especially because those rooms get scary dark and like, because I was one of the nighttime housekeepers there for a little while. And so I would clean those rooms at night because it's a 12-hour turnover. So every 12 hours, or no, 10 hour.
8 hour.
8 hour? Oh.
8 to 10.
8 to 10, yeah, so 8 to 10 hour. they're turnovers, so they're constantly switching out. So like, no, they get as spooky. It kind of feels like tiny. So they're not very big rooms, but they're just stereotypical, like what you would see in a Super 8 usually.
Yeah.
Not very big rooms, but they're very dark, and it kind of gives off the Shining feels. Just so that way you guys know how it feels, because it's very also classic decorum and stuff like 80s style hotel room.
So he sees the railroader with the blanket.
Yeah.
Laughing menacingly. After he kicks a hole in the wall, the blanket drops and the guy disappears.
Oh.
So apparently there is a rogue railroader haunting those rooms.
Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it.
And honestly, I think I have seen him, like when I walk up to the hotel, because instead of driving, I'll walk up to the hotel if I need to change out, get like change or whatever. I'll walk up to the hotel, and I think I have seen him in passing, like run like in front of the door really quick, or like duck down or something. I think I've seen him too.
Well, and so just to give you guys reference, the way that this is set up is like when you turn onto the main road, the first building you see is the diner. And then right behind the diner, there are 2 buildings and then one off to the side. So there's 3 buildings total, and those are usually, so the 2 buildings right next to the diner are predominantly railroader, and then upstairs in the 3rd building is railroad, downstairs is guest rooms. And then right behind those 3 buildings is the main building. So the main hub, so it's got the main office, laundry room, and guest facilities. And very rarely do railroaders actually stay upstairs in that actual part of the hotel.
Yeah.
But that's where a lot of the rooms are, but they're long stays. So it's different buildings. So none of them are connected outside of the parking lot. You actually just have to walk to them, which sucks in the wintertime. 0 out of 10. I hate winter. So, but all in all, there's 5 buildings total.
4
buildings.
So if you think about it, the main office, which is the front desk.
Yeah, and then the 3
And then
buildings
3
for
buildings.
the cleaning, and then the diner.
I know technically 5, but if you're talking about like hotel part, then
Yeah. Oh,
So 4 buildings for the hotel part, 5 if you include the diner.
yeah. And
Yeah. And he also felt bad for putting a hole in the wall. He's like, he even told him, he's like, hey, something happened, but I'm just letting you know I accidentally kicked the wall and I put the hole in the wall.
like that's hey, at least he took ownership for
He
it.
admitted it, but he didn't tell him why he put the hole in the wall.
That's fair, because like you don't want to be like,
I saw a ghost.
I saw a ghost and I'm crazy, because you don't know if the front desk person's gonna believe you on that one.
See, and what's funny is I was kind of listening to, or I was finishing off the listening part of our last episode while I was working before I posted it.
Yeah.
And I had a guy in the van with me.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I'm listening to it, and he's like, do you hear that? And I'm looking and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you don't hear that talking? He's like, I'm listening to my podcast because I'm helping my editor out.
Yeah.
And finding things that need to be edited out or fixed, or
Like after. Yeah.
you've already done it, like make sure everything's still good. Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, I just thought it was the voices in my head. And I'm like,
Well, now I feel uncomfortable being trapped in a vehicle with you.
and I'm like, okay. But I was like,
Yeah, like, yeah, I'm so glad you phrased it like that while we're in a small vehicle together.
Yeah.
And I am alone with you as a woman.
exactly. And honestly, yeah, he was kind of weird because I picked him up the day before. And he said this to me both days, yesterday and today. Yesterday is when I picked him up to take him up to the hotel. And as when I was listening to the podcast, to make sure everything sounded good, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And it was ready to post. And, of course, he tried. Now, we're, the only places that we can take the railroaders is to the Exxon next door, or Loaf and Jug down the street, or drop them off at any one of those restaurants that are in between.
Yeah. It has to be on that main stretch.
That main stretch.
Yeah.
Well, he automatically jumps in. He's like, I'm the only one here. Can we go to Maverick? Like, no.
I can't do
It's
that.
like, I can't go to Maverick. He's like, well, why not? Nobody will know. I won't tell. It's like, because I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
It's like, the fans have a tracker.
Oh, not anymore?
Nope, not anymore.
Oh,
But it's like, but still.
Yeah.
Like, I am not supposed to go on the opposite side of the tracks. I'm supposed to stay on the main side of the tracks.
Well, that plus you have time schedules and things like that.
Exactly. It's like, I'm on a schedule, and I need to stick to that schedule.
yeah.
Because if I don't, it's like, granted, a couple of times I'm behind because, you know, they want to stop at the Exxon or Wolf and Jug or whatever.
Yeah.
Get their sodas, their snacks, their coffees, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I can sometimes get behind schedule. But
Yeah.
a lot of the times it's easy to get back on the schedule.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, going over there would throw me way off schedule. So it's like, no, dude, I'm not.
And you're already weird enough.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not going to risk losing my job
Yeah.
by taking you over to Maverick.
Yeah.
So it's like, no.
Also, side note, that does count as a creepy paranormal because he's a creepy man.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, certain situations like that, like, I will definitely account that as, like, odd Karen encounters.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, it's like, and after I get done listening to, like, the last little bit of our podcast,
Mm-hmm.
I switch over to TikTok.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's low in my headphones.
Yeah.
How, from me to you,
Yeah.
how can he hear what I'm listening to through a headphone?
Well, that and plus you're not blasting it. Like,
It's
you
low.
usually don't blast anything. You usually have, like, a constant steady flow of, like, something
Yeah.
quiet in the background.
Like, and if it's too quiet and I can't hear it, I'll turn it up a little bit. But
Yeah.
if it's loud, I'll turn it down.
Yeah.
But it's like, I had it kind of low to where I could still hear what is being said, but at the same time, I could still hear my surroundings.
Yeah, and because I've also noticed, like, certain formats are different, or also certain like,
Mhm.
first off, I love Andrew Tate's stories. The Let's Not Meets and his Odd Trails, I absolutely love them. But his, I have to turn up a lot more.
Mhm.
So I usually have to have my volume about 3/4 while I'm at work. Whereas Bailey, I can keep that one very low.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, like,
Honestly.
super entertaining to have them at work, but also sometimes with some of the stories, you're like, I'm here alone.
Right.
But also, nighttime regulars are a lot of cops.
Right. But at the same time, it's Bailey.
It's Bailey.
Love that woman.
Have I shown you Andrew Tate yet?
I think so.
Oh, I love Tate. He's one of my favorites, because he's got the two different ones. One's a paranormal, and then one's a Let's Not Meet.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like the murder dads I like.
Well,
Hello?
Hair was stuck in my ring. The fun and joys of having hair a mile long.
You have really long hair, and I am so jealous of yours and Kyle's hair, because I want long hair, but the voices. So we got some Nubbins hair,
And then we have mile long.
and to be fair, before that whole hair incident, my hair was getting pretty decently long.
it was, yeah.
But honestly, after having you feel it, you were even like, yeah, we need to give you a good chop.
Yeah, especially since you fell asleep with hair dye in your hair for 2 hours.
I just wanted to get the purple out. I wanted to try something new, and I wanted to be, like, adventurous, and I didn't like the purple. But I'm wondering if my next adventurous color, if I should do orange. No orange?
Not feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
I'm not feeling it.
I should probably just stick with the green. It's comfortable.
Maybe like a blue.
No, every time I do a blue, it's so...
It still turns green.
Yeah, it still turns green, but, like, blues don't really look that good on me.
True.
I don't look good in blue, which is unfortunate because
There's so many blues I would like to try, but I did look good with the pastel pink, though.
You got a test over here.
beep, beep, beep.
God, your hair is so soft.
I washed it yesterday. So it's hair washing day.
Hair washing day. Today was my hair washing day.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
But, yeah, so, what was I saying?
Oh,
yeah.
creepy dude.
So I was like, okay, and then after, because I dropped him off at the bridge that goes
Yeah.
across the tracks. Because I didn't take him yesterday, and as soon as he saw that it was me, he's like, can you just drop me off at the depot and I'll walk over to Maverick?
Yeah,
No,
use your
like-
Lamborghini.
And I was like, you just want me to drop you off at the bridge so you don't have to go across the tracks?
Yeah.
I mean, trains do go through there kind of quick.
Yeah.
It's like, just me sitting in the van half the time, it's like, you can feel it whoosh.
Oh,
right
yeah.
by.
Well, you can feel the train, so
The vibrations of the train.
it's funny because we work across the tracks from each other. So, like, while I'm at work, you can tell they have a heavy load because you can feel it at my work.
Yeah.
It's
feel it.
wild.
Yeah.
And it throws so many people off because they're like, what is that? And I'm like, do you not see the big-ass vehicles behind us?
Right.
It's literally half the town.
Yeah, my favorite was the one that I wish I would have gotten on recording for you, but it sounded like it was farting.
Oh, God.
I wish I would have gotten an audio for you on that one.
Oh, I
It was
love that.
So hilarious. I'm just sitting there just dying. And all of the railroaders are looking at me like, are you okay? And I'm like, the train's farting.
The train's farting.
It was farting.
We get desensitized to those, and they don't think it's as funny as we do.
Right? Shit, how's the time I still left on the couch?
Ketchup bottle farts. I mean, yeah, because that's funny.
Exactly. You gotta put like the, you try and get in.
Speaking of farting, I have a small vent. Why is it that every single time you have to fart at work, that's when somebody needs to either stand right behind you or follow you around or like wants to be right next to you? Why is it when you have to fart when you are at work? Leave! Leave me alone. Go over there. I have to fart.
Go in the bathroom.
Yeah, no, I've started like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And Kat's like, why do you go to the bathroom so often in the mornings? And I'm like, no reason. Drink a lot of water. Definitely not because I just slammed a burrito before you got here.
Right. It's either that or cop test them.
I do that when they make me mad.
See, and I was listening to a TED talk about that, and it was so funny because this guy was on a plane,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, that monster.
oh yeah, so it's like, granted it's Karen's story, but this one's hilarious because it's in the,
Yeah.
it's the main reason. Anyway, Title Karen comes up and demands for his seat because she wanted the aisle seat. And of course, he says that he, there's no assigned seating and stuff like that, and he prefers the aisle seat because a lot of the times when he flies, he has to fart.
Makes sense.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he was trying to tell her no, like there's no really assigned seatings, but I was here first, blah blah blah.
Which, by the way, if you book a flight, you realize that you can purchase a seat in a specific location on the plane, so that way you don't have to be somewhere you don't want. But also, if you are boarding onto a plane, you can make specific recommendations of like, hey, I would really prefer a seat like this. Is there any available?
Yeah.
Anyway, well, entitled Karen gets what she wants, and of course this dude was pissed. Hello?
Hello?
You are yanking on that cord.
I know. I keep getting all tangled up.
I mean, same.
Anyway.
So Karen gets what she wants. He's pissed, and he's like, you know what? We'll get some revenge. So, of course, he ate an airport burrito
Oh, no.
before he got on this plane.
Oh no.
And of course, the airport burrito was not agreeing with him. Guess
Oh.
what he has to do?
He has to fart.
He has to fart. So of course this entitled Karen is all like proud and happy because she got her seat.
Yeah.
He lets one rip. But it was a silent but deadly one.
Uh-huh.
Every single one of them that has come out has been a silent but deadly one. Pretty much like right there, like he would let one go, he'd be okay for a minute. He'd let another one go, he'd be okay for a minute. And it just kept going until the point to where Karen is covering her nose with, like, her, I can't remember if they said it was like her shirt or something. Like, she's covering her nose because awful smell. And so she calls the flight attendant and she's like, I need to be moved. Is there? And she's like, it's a full flight. You're stuck.
You threw a fit to get to this position. These are the consequences of your actions.
And the guy that was in front, the guy that was in front of them was trying his hardest not to laugh because he knows what's going on. Like, he can smell it too.
Yeah.
But he knows what's
You
going
are
on.
in a metal tube in the sky.
But he knew what was going on, so he was trying his hardest not to laugh.
Oh God.
While he was doing this. So, he got his revenge on the cranky, crazy Karen by letting out silent but deathly farts.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I am a firm believer in if you're going to be an ass, you get your just desserts. Like,
oh, yeah.
Most of the time there is not a reason to be a Karen. Is there times where I have busted out a Karen card? Oh,
yes.
yeah. But it's never just willy-nilly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Oh, alright. My gauge had, because they have the dangles on them, it had, like, propped up, but was, like, sitting on my ear just right to where, like, every time I turned my head, it would tickle my ear. Oh. But I was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I can ignore it. It's fine.
No.
Which we'll see if I can move up today because I've had these ones in for a while, and you can see light through them now. But I'm also getting ready to do one of the bigger jumps. So I'm going from the size 4 to a size 2, which is one of the biggest jumps you can do in gauges besides going from the 0 to 00.
Fair.
And I'm honestly just going to try and get to 0. Because that's so cute gauges. But I miss having gauges.
Ooh, your deep dive.
Yes.
You want to do that while I get these all shuffled?
Yes. So, to be contender.
To be contender. Chicken tenders. Ooh, I am hungry-this. Anyways. Hello.
Are you okay?
Probably not. There's a lot of trauma here.
Get it together. Okay.
Anyway, so to continue where we left off, Sleeping Beauty Princess name. Who is Aurora? The princess at heart of Sleeping Beauty is named Aurora. Though she is also referred to as Briar Rose when she is in hiding, Aurora name is associated with the Latin word for dawn, symbolizing new beginnings, which ties into the story of her awakening from a deep sleep. She is one of Disney's most iconic princesses, known for her beauty, kindness, and grace.
Not same.
I mean, are we really kind and graceful? No.
I'm nice to some people, sometimes.
Only the ones that deserve it.
Right.
Only the ones that deserve it.
You're right.
Yes. Why was Sleeping Beauty a box office disappointment? Though Sleeping Beauty is now one of Disney's most loved films, it struggled at the box office when it was first released. Brain. One reason for this was its high cost in production of $6 million. Made it the most expensive animated film at all time. Audience in 1959 were not as taken with the film as Disney had hoped, partly because it deviated from a more cartoonish style of previous Disney films like Snow White and Cinderella. However, over the years the film has become a beloved classic, thanks to its beautiful animation and unforgettable villain, Maleficent.
Which I'm not gonna lie, her later movies made me so sad.
I know.
But did you know that in the Maleficent movies with Angelina Jolie, the kid that played the
Is hers.
little Aurora was her daughter?
Yeah, because she was the only one who would be like...
Who wasn't afraid of her mom being in costume?
Yeah.
Because she grew up with her mom in costumes. So
yeah.
She loved it, especially with her playing Maleficent.
Oh, yeah.
So, in the end, Sleeping Beauty has become much more than just a movie. It's a story that has been told and retold in various forms, from the 1959 animated film to the 2014 live-action retelling. It's a tale that resonates with audience for its timeless themes of love, bravery, and overcoming evil. I am struggling to read right now. My dyslexia is kicking in.
Oh.
Though it was initially a box office disappointment, it has gained a massive following over the years and remains a staple of Disney's legacy. The Sleeping Beauty. The story will likely continue to inspire future generations, reminding us all of the power of love and courage.
Honestly, like, it is nice that it has more of a happier ending with Disney.
Yeah.
But also knowing how
It
bleak and dystopian that the original story, because like Grimm's story was very, very much so
It
a
was
bleak
very
story.
dark.
But a lot of Grimm stories are very much so. Here, give Dad a couple of shuffles.
I do better than you, but I got it.
So it's very much so.
The Grimm stories were more darker than the Disney versions, but then again, Disney is more like kid friendly and family and stuff like that.
Well, and that's also one of those of like back in the day, jingle jangle. But back in the day, a lot of the times these stories were not necessarily viewed as bleak or grim or anything like that. Like, you are old at 30.
Yeah.
And where life moved very, like, life was very tragic.
Yeah.
So a lot of these stories, for us, seemed like they were very tragic stories, where in all actuality, it was the norm. Like, you didn't normally marry someone that you fell in love with. You didn't normally have kids with someone you fell in love with. You worked with it along the way. You worked long, hard hours. There were no showers. There were diseases, plenty. A simple ailment could take you out.
Yeah.
That, you know, like, for me, I know for a fact that, first off, like, my appendix bursting would have definitely taken me out. But the fact that I have astigmatism and that I can't see out of my right eye, that would have taken me out. And, you know, just like little things like that if you think about it. But also it's, you know, kids would go missing on a regular basis. And, you know, like, all of these things, it seems like it's very bleak for us. But for them, that was just life. Of, oh, okay, well, at the end of the day, at least it was a prince. She gets lavish luxury. She gets to bathe. Like, you know. Uno más, por favor? Alright.
But yeah, so, and honestly, if you think about it, I mean, all of the Disney movies are almost the same.
Yeah.
Or at least a few of them are. Cinderella, or not Cinderella, I'm sorry. Sleeping Beauty. The only two that I can think of off the top of my head right now.
Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Rapunzel. Rapunzel was also very bleak. There's also Hansel and Gretel. That one's
darker.
Oh, that one, because I actually originally had a book with all of them. Then there was Rumpelstiltskin.
But I was thinking of the Disney princess that fell into a sleep but got kissed by the prince, and they magically woke up.
Yeah.
But it's like,
no, that makes sense.
That's what we're made to believe, though, is
You can't pull one more.
The cards that I ended up pulling were the Seven of Swords, King of Wands, and Justice in reverse. And you pulled
Six of Pennies.
which one was?
That's it.
Okay, so 11 of Wands, then the Moon in reversed, and the Six of Pentacles. So here, Seven of Wands often indicates a shift from deception and avoidance towards honesty and accountability. It can suggest that a situation involving secrecy, betrayal, or dishonesty is coming to light, or that someone is ready to confess and take responsibility for their actions. Okay. And then King of Wands is a confident, charismatic, and visionary leader. He embodies fiery energy, passion, and strong drive to achieve goals. This card suggests taking decisive action, trusting one's intuition, and inspiring others with one's enthusiasm and leadership. And let's see. Justice in reverse. So, living in denial or not willing to accept the consequences of your actions or other people's actions. So, I don't know exactly what that one's about. Now, 11 of Wands represents energy, passion, and creativity. A reading with many wand cards could indicate new beginnings, ambition, or even conflict. And so a lot of these trying to figure out like how they all fit together. But the moon in reverse generally indicates overcoming fear, confusion, and deception, suggesting a move towards clarity and self-trust. Ooh, I love the Hierophant. And Six of Pentacles is one that we get frequently too. Symbolizes giving and receiving, charity, and the balance of resources and power dynamics. Now, the one that she pulled for both of us, so the one that she pulled is a representing of both of the readings, was the Hierophant. I don't remember how to spell. I spelled it wrong.
And so that's how I am able to pull cards for both of us is, usually,
well, we both shuffle it together.
And then I fan them down, and then, as you guys may have saw, placed my hand over the top, and the one that I felt tingle my hand is the one that I know is it.
Now, the Hierophant, it signifies tradition, structure, and spiritual guidance, often representing established institutions like religion, education, or government. The card encourages seeking wisdom and guidance from these established sources and adhering to their established rules and practices. Well, first off, I'm gonna go to the library because I trust that institution.
Yeah.
But honestly, it just seems like a lot of make sure doing research correctly, having thorough communication, and just making sure things are making sense. Because I don't necessarily think that it's necessarily a deception on certain fronts. I feel like it's a deception of how we're communicating, going about things.
Yeah.
Which we're not, to start with, we don't communicate badly. It's just sometimes we're tired.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just start doing stuff.
Yeah. We do what we do.
But hey, I mean, I will say, between the communication and everything else like that, I feel like we are getting a lot better about how we communicate, how we're putting things in, getting open sources going through, and
yes.
Because this is also definitely one of those of we have to be willing to be able to trust each other. And I have full faith in you, and
I have faith in you.
Yeah, exactly.
And we are able to, we weren't wanting to do this separately, because one, I have no idea how to edit. I know how to do research. I know how to do a bunch of other things.
And I don't have the confidence to do this on my own. Do I know how to do a lot of these things? Yes. But that's just because I went to school. But the level of confidence that I just simply do not have on my own. As an individual, I can't. Yeah. I cannot do that on my own. But also, you have so many interesting stories and conversation topics and things to look into that, honestly, it brings up good points and kind of leads down to the ADHD spirals that lead us to super fun things.
Yeah.
And so that gives us the opportunity to be able to communicate and do those.
Speaking of ADHD brain, I forgot to bring up that our guy who is doing our music, his name is Chris, by the way.
Thank you so much, Chris.
For doing what you do.
Yes.
Or what you're going to do anyway. At some point, yes, we will have music.
My bad.
A good intro and outro, so I'm excited to hear it. Also said that he came out with a book.
Ooh.
Called The Becoming by Gideon Cage. Cade, I am so sorry. I read that quick. It's time the mask drops and the truth emerges. My debut psychological novel is now live on Kindle, so if you have Kindle, go check it out. But he did say that he was going to be having a paperback version out hopefully soon.
Okay, so we'll be he has his hands in a lot of buckets between self-publishing music,
making his own music, helping us with a good intro and outro.
Yes.
Writing a novel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, he's doing a lot, but you know what?
Get it, Chris. Get your bag, but also, like, I love to be able to collab and be able to have these things because, in a way, it's
helping us.
Yeah, it's a double boost because
he's helping us and we're helping. Well, I wouldn't say helping him because he does have a lot of people on his platform already.
Yeah.
But it's like we're also giving him shout outs and stuff too.
So
that way it helps boost, his promotions of books and his music. And honestly, like I said, his music, honestly,
oh yeah.
love it.
Well, and that's one of those of it's a desk is metal.
I keep forgetting.
But honestly, it's one of those that it feels like those mutual beneficial relationships, and I super appreciate every little bit that he's willing to do. And of course, in the last video, I was able to get his Spotify link posted, but I also have a full-blown QR code that I will be posting as well, so that way you guys can have access to that. And don't forget to check out his book, check out his music, because honestly,
if you don't have Kindle, then
the paperback.
The paperback. I don't remember exactly when he said it was going to be out, but keep an eye out for the paperback book.
And honestly, I can throw into editing at this point as well. When the date for paperback release is.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to ask him again about that.
Yes. But that's okay, because
my brain. Oh well.
To be fair, I'm really glad that we chose to do it today instead of doing it another day, or because yesterday would have been
rough for the both of us. We've just been like,
here's your spooky shit. Congratulations, have fun. But
enjoy. But then I wouldn't have gotten that cool story about that rogue railroader.
Honestly, that's fair. Yes. And some of the things that I have also discovered as well is since posting and opening up our Spotify, we have 2 new followers, which is super exciting. We have a new follower on our YouTube page, so complete shout out. And I'm so excited that we're slowly building this community a little bit at a time.
Yes.
And doing the best that we can. And like I said, now we have our Facebook open, we have the Instagram, we have TikTok, we've got, of course, Spotify and our email.
Yes.
So if you want to reach out on these platforms,
any of them, please.
Honestly, yeah, any of them, any feedback or communications, anything else like that.
Or if you just want to vent about your shitty day, send it to us. We'll talk about it here, or we'll have a good giggle on our own.
Yeah, we'll sit, listen, communicate, and
we don't judge.
I swear if I keep doing that. But so that's also one of those ones of we want to be able to hear your stories, and you know what? If you just want to vent it out, like, totally understand. But also if you're okay with that communication of like, hey, do you want us to talk about it here so that way we can all make fun of this person together? Or, oh God, that was terrifying. That is genuinely a scary situation.
Yeah, like if you want us to post it on here, we will. If you don't, then we won't.
And also, as another thing that we had been discussing as well, was that for the month of Halloween, we would love to be able to get your scary story submissions because we are going to do the month of Halloween. It's spooky time.
The full month of Halloween will be all ghost stories. No, I mean, we might throw in a few Karen stories in them, just a little, but all of October we will do all ghost stories.
And then Thanksgiving, for the month of November, we want to hear your holiday stories, things like that, holiday Karens, ghosts, things like that.
Yes.
We want to be able to hear that. But
and then Christmas we could probably do
Black Friday Karens.
Yes.
I want to hear your Black Friday Karen horror stories or your holiday Karen stories for the month of December, because I know personally that those are insane. insane.
Oh my god,
So-
they are.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like if you are in the middle of that, if you work in a retail store,
And we
on
won't drop
Black
the name of the
Friday.
store or anything else like that, or name drop you if that's something you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, we will not say the name of the store. We will just vaguely mention store or like what branch of service you are working
Yes. Or we'll just say in this local store.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
in. Pretty much.
And if you want us to name drop you, we will, with your full consent. If you do not want us to name drop you, you can either say, I want to be called, like Mrs. Ballard, for example. She wanted us to use that. So that's exactly what she did. Or what we did is we called her by Miss Ballard. So if you want us to call you by Mrs. Jane Doe, Mrs. whatever, or Mr. John
or
Doe.
Toots Magoots, whatever floats your goat. Yeah,
Whatever
essentially.
floats your goat.
Yeah, whatever floats your goat.
I mean,
Usually not floaties, because you need to put something on their horns, because, you know,
that's true.
then we'll be reenacting the Titanic here.
I mean, fair.
But honestly, we would like to be able to hear from you, have that communication,
Yes.
and you know, any
And even
input.
if they were past Karen stories, like if you don't work in that particular store that does the Black Friday sales or
Yeah.
whatever, if you don't work there anymore, we would still love to hear them.
Yeah, because I haven't bartended in about a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I haven't been a bartender for a minute. She has been going on about 4 years without bartending, but we have so many of those stories. So, you know, like past experiences or anything else like that, or like with Miss Ballard's story, she hadn't worked at that particular Starbucks in years.
Exactly, and she was still able to give us a good story about that Karen
Yeah.
that burnt her with that freaking water.
Oh, yeah. Which,
Should have just thrown it at her
what,
face.
yeah, oh, I would have.
I would have.
But I'm also waiting for the last little bit of my NDA to close up so that way I can discuss other Karen stories. Because, yes, there is an NDA. So,
Yeah.
but we've got about a good 7 more months on that one.
Yes. And as soon as those 7 months are up, we are going to.
Oh, yeah, once those 7 months are up, I will be going into full detail about that NDA.
Yes.
But, yeah, honestly, stories, communication, everything else like that, the extra boost we get so excited about because we love that we are building a community and, you know, this is a really fun thing for us.
Yeah.
And we hope it's fun for you.
We love it.
But I do believe that it is time for us to bid adieu.
Yes. Because we've got hungry mouths to go feed.
Mine.
Mine technically fed himself because he just paid for it. I just had to go get it.
You're right. You're right. But on that note, we bid you adieu. Be safe.
Don't get kidnapped.
And don't get kidnapped.